my good friend Herbie Calves, who joins us here on the show. Herbie, good morning.
Good morning. Great to be here. Thank you.
My pleasure. So did you, like me, overeat yesterday?
I overeat on a regular basis.
Okay.
So, yes, I did overeat yesterday. And, there's always something. Right now it's Thanksgiving. A month ago it was Halloween. Before that, it was summer, drinking ice cold beers on random weeknights.
Yes.
So there's always something. So you got to figure out how to keep it in check year round. But yeah, this time of year could be particularly bad for people because it's cold outside and it's dark. So you want to stay inside. You want to just eat and drink.
Yep. And you're here, part of My X Fitness.
Mixed Fitness. Yes, MYX. So everybody does that. But yeah, it's Mixed Fitness.
Mixed Fitness. And so we'll talk about that here. But let's talk about some possibilities of just ways that you can kind of stay a little healthier or watch what you eat a little bit or just stay active.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, and some of it is some of what we do in Mixed Fitness with our coaches and how they talk to the consumers and members that are using it. But really, a lot of it is how you frame it in your mind, right? So, you talk my whole life. I talk to people, and they're like, "Oh, I can't go to the gym. I don't have an hour and a half to go and spend time there." And my personal approach, and we're applying this even in what we're doing, is you don't need that much time. Do something. Get moving. 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And start to build that habit. I always say you got to earn your shower. If I got an early train to catch, I'll still jump down to the living room, do some push-ups or sit-ups, and then jump up and shower and get going. But that just gets your metabolism going, gets your brain in the right state of mind to be healthy.
I like that. Earn your shower.
Earn your shower, yeah.
Now, do you buy the 10,000 steps thing?
Movement can come in a lot of different ways. As a general gauge, yes. I mean, our bodies were designed to move. It's only in the last, 50, 80 years that we just have everything kind of, now it's even worse. It's just delivered to your front door, right? But it's only in the last several decades that the human species here has not had to go farm and make, and gather and survive the way we were designed to. So, I do buy into the 10,000 steps in the sense that if you have a chance to walk. If you have a chance to do something, do it.
Mm-hmm. What are some good ways to just stay active, little things along the way so that, over the next month or so, you kind of keep it under control?
Some tricks could be exactly what I just said. If you only have 10 or 15 minutes to do whatever it is, go for a walk. Even if it's a little cold outside, feels good, do it. During the winter months, and my family gives me a hard time because oftentimes the big snowstorms come when I'm away. But shovel, do a little working, move the snow around outside and clean off your cars and get out there in the cold and do some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like it's a chore and it's a hassle. You don't want to do. You don't want to snow blow. You don't want to shovel. Mm-hmm. You don't want to move snow around. But at the end of the day, it's not bad. It's not bad exercise.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
So what about also, in terms of the steps, in terms of walking, do you encourage people if they're doing a walk to make sure they do it briskly, or can it just be at a normal pace?
Just be at a normal pace, whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, the more you do it, they say 21 days makes a habit, right? The more you start doing things and the more you take that mindset of let me just do something, all of a sudden you'll find yourself doing a little more. You'll find yourself, I'm walking a little faster than I used to. Oh, I'm going up and down the stairs a little more than I used to. If you work in a building where you're on the second or third floor, take the stairs. Don't take the elevator every day. It's honestly, it's baby steps. It's little things like that get you moving.
Let's talk about that 21 days thing because it sounds so simple.
Right.
But it's really true, isn't it? If you do something for 3 straight weeks every single day,
right,
it becomes a habit, and you just end up wiring yourself differently. How does that work?
Yeah, I think it's habit forming, right? It's just, and then your body will actually crave it. If you feel like you're off, it's the same thing like with coffee, or any of these other habits that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's your mind and your physiology will want these things. So I think in 21 days is just enough where you won't quit. It's enough to get you going. You won't quit. It's like, anybody can do something for 21 days.
Yeah.
And then after you're doing that, you've changed the way you think about it and the way you approach things.
Yeah. Herbie Calves joins us from Mixed Fitness here. Also, is there a type of diet that you're looking for over the course of this next few weeks? Maybe some things to take out, maybe some things to limit, some things to stress?
You know what? I again, personally, and it's I follow this 80-20 rule.
Okay.
I know there's going to be probably more than 20% of my intake of calories is going to be social and something else during these next few weeks.
Right.
So when I'm alone, the choices I make, I'll try to be a little on the healthier side. So having something like fruit or cereal, or don't choose the IPA if I'm just sitting there having lunch by myself. Maybe have a glass of water, and then then I'm like free to have those indulgences, and on Friday night, Thursday night, Saturday night when I'm with others, and it's more fun to do so.
Yeah. So you guys at Mix Fitness have this amazing product coming out in January, right?
Yeah.
It's not even out with the
we
consumers
just launched it a week ago. We're in pre-order now. We are jumping into the Black Friday fun, and today's Black Friday. So
yeah. So this is a stationary bike.
Yeah.
But it has so many different tools and compartments and experiences. There's a computer screen there's a tablet that's attached to it. So there is a whole bunch of stuff there. There's also a whole different part of it, this kind of whole fitness center almost that you're selling together is also included with a yoga mat and weight setup, right?
Right. Yep.
But let's start with the bike. The bike itself is not your normal stationary bike. I saw this bike, and it's pretty remarkable.
It's pretty amazing. So from the equipment side of things for Mix, the bike is the piece of equipment you would use for cardio. But we've also partnered with Polar for heart rate monitor. Star Trek is the bike manufacturer. Gaiam and Spry for the equipment and the mats and the rollers. So we don't really consider ourselves like, a bike product, even though that's the piece of equipment for cardio. We talk about it as if it's a home studio. So with the content that we have on that tablet, it's a big 22-inch tablet. It swivels around and angles down so you can do things on the floor, on the mat. We're providing a library of content with our coaches, which are phenomenal coaches. They're industry veterans. They know what they're doing. In a one-on-one environment. So folks can follow along, whether it's biking for 10, 15, 20 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes. We have all sorts of options, different types of levels, or combining it in some workouts, a lot like an Orange Theory class, where then you go on the floor, you're doing some weight training, doing some yoga, some stretching, and then maybe perhaps getting back on the bike, or you can do any of those things on their own as well. We'll provide those as options in the tablet.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, and I wanted to have you here on the show because I think it's so valuable for our listenership. I know that we have two parts of our listenership. Some that are weekend warriors. They run their 5Ks, their half marathons, their Ironmans. They're totally active, and they want things to do in the home and ways to stay healthy. And this is a great tool for them, I think, because there's such a variety to how they can work out with Mixed Fitness.
Yep.
And then there's those that just want to stay in shape. And they just want to lose a few pounds and stay active, but they might be intimidated by going to the gym or going to an Orange Theory class. And they have never done it before, so they don't quite know. They'd rather stay home. And I think this is really cool for them as well.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about this product with the variety of options that it has in there is that it could work for both of those in the same household. So you can have 5 profiles on the bike, on the tablet, I should say, right?
Yeah.
And, I personally have done marathon, relate to that consumer. I've been in the mindset where I'm not doing those, I earn my shower. And then there's folks in my household that are not interested in a marathon or an Ironman, a little bit of something they can do. So it works for everybody in the household.
And what's cool about the tablet is that you are uploading digital content from trainers constantly. So you got the best teachers teaching you every single day.
Yeah, and not fitness models. They are, folks that have been like master trainers at Lifetime, Soul Cycle, Equinox. They know what they're doing, and they believe in what we're trying to do to help the majority not interested in some kind of competitive environment, competitive class. They just need something that's going to help them make lasting change and something that's going to stick.
So where can our listeners today, since it's Black Friday, starting to look at some shopping and some gifts?
.com. Right now we're running a Black Friday sale, $300 off. And actually we're also providing free shipping, which is another $250 of value. So it's like a total $550 off. And get it while you can, because we just launched and we're out there kind of pushing the product. And
mixfitness.com. That's MYX.
Yes.
MYXfitness.com. And like you said, it's great for those that are weekend warriors and that are working out and really want to push themselves. It's great for people that are just trying to stay healthy, often might be intimidated by other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the stretching, the foam rolling, all the things that are in there, even if you're training for a marathon, working with somebody that's going to take you through that a lot of times is the biggest weakness in somebody that's an endurance athlete. So we
Got to get on it a couple of weeks ago when I met you, and I think it's all around the holidays. How many slices of pie was it yesterday for you?
I had 4. Actually.
Okay.
So all thought.
Yeah, I had 3, so I can't judge you.